so-called black movies going, and they make a lot of money, you better believe Hollywood's going to be right there to hire those actors, as they are doing with Denzel Washington,
well,
in non-traditional ways, because it's called box office.
I think you're being very, very modest here, but
But
really, I mean, when you started acting,
careful not to discourage young black people.
Oh no, I understand.
From expressing themselves in artistic ways, because it's hard. It is hard.
But Hollywood did not have the faith in African Americans at the box office that they're starting to develop now.
Hollywood didn't have faith in women, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, Native Americans. It has no faith at all. It's not about faith. It's about habits, fads, spin-offs, sequels. Hollywood has some very bad habits, and a lot of them are racist. But I don't want to discourage kids from going and bashing at the doors.
One very quick last question. Have you ever been in a kind of difficult situation, either on the verge of being mugged or given a traffic ticket that you didn't want to pay, or something where you used your big authoritative voice to intimidate the other person?
Last time I was mugged, it was multiple muggings, because my first visit to St. Louis, Missouri, at the age of 14, I was mugged several times one afternoon before I figured it out what was going on. And in those days, you didn't always get killed when you got mugged.
Right.
If you got surrounded by a bunch of kids, they said, "Give me your money." I said, "Okay." Being a farm kid, why would you fight over a movie chain? The idea of fighting didn't occur to me. So therefore, I was quite safe. The only time I've used the voice, though, in my adult life, was when I got my first CD radio, and I used the Darth Vader as my handle. A few people on the cross-country drive from New York and I've not done it since.
That's very funny. James Earl Jones, I thank you so much for talking with me. It's such a really been a pleasure. Thank you immensely.
Thank you.
James Earl Jones speaking with Terry Gross in 1993. He died Monday at the age of 93. Coming up, we also remember jazz guitarist Russell Malone and listen to his 2000 interview. And Justin Chang reviews the new film, His Three Daughters. I'm Tanya Mosley, and this is Fresh Air.
Supports WHYY's Fresh Air and its commitment to sharing ideas and encouraging meaningful conversation. Support for NPR comes from the station and from Bank of America, offering access to resources and digital tools designed to help local to global companies make moves for their businesses. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/banking for business. And from Indeed, designed to be an end-to-end hiring solution for businesses of all sizes to attract, interview, and hire candidates, all from one platform. Learn more at Indeed.com/NPR.
And now it's time for Headlines of Yore. I'm Avi Wolf-Narrett. Today's headline comes from the Camden Courier-Post on September 12, 1964. Singer Tony Bennett clicks at Latin Casino. Let's go back to an era before Atlantic City became South Jersey's one and only entertainment mecca. The Latin Casino operated in Cherry Hill from 1960 to 1978. Called the Showplace of Stars, it was a classic supper club. Well-coiffed waiters, valets outside, and, as the nickname would suggest, lots of stars. Just about everyone played the Latin. Ella Fitzgerald, James Brown, Frank Sinatra. There were highlights like Richard Pryor recording a 1975 album there.
We are gathered here today.
And there were lowlights, like when the Supremes canceled a run because Diana Ross's dogs ate rat poison, or when Jackie Wilson suffered a heart attack mid-song, making it ultimately the soul singer's final performance.
My heart is crying, crying.
Despite its name, the Latin Casino was not a casino, but its demise did coincide with the introduction of casinos in Atlantic City.